again from Friedrichshafen. We're here on the ICOM stand with Hans Buchenhofer from ICOM Europe to tell us about the new equipment that ICOM have. And I'm very happy to be here and to be able to have this opportunity, as we do from ICOM every year. It's very nice that they let us in the door. Okay, Hans, please, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you in marketing or technology side of ICOM?
Yeah, in the support side of ICOM.
In the support side, yeah.
I'm the support sales service 2. Yes,
okay.
and I have to answer phone calls Tuesdays and Dienstag und Donnerstag.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Sorry, Dienstag and Donnerstag. Tuesday and Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
So, okay, if you need to talk to Hans, call on Tuesday or Thursday. Okay, so tell us about this new, simple FM transceiver that ICOM have.
This is a simple FM transceiver from ICOM. It comes from the professional series before and have got the other firmware for amateur radio, yes. For 2 meter and 70 centimeters, only with frequency modulation.
So a normal FM handy
handy for 2 meter and 70 centimeter.
Yeah.
It's got no dual band function, also you have to switch between 2 meters and 70 centimeters, but you cannot use both bands by one time. Okay,
you can't use it in a duplex mode. It is a very clear entry-level FM handy talkie.
Yes, is it so?
Yeah, and for the person starting in amateur radio looking for a first transceiver, might be a very good one. Let's look a step up. I hear that ICOM have now brought out a more cost-effective, shall we say, version of the ID-52, which is now the ID-50, and E for Europe, of course, A for America. That actually adds D-Star, correct?
Yes, they have D-Star, but the ID-50 has only one codec.
Okay.
And is not able to decode 2 bands on the same time.
Okay,
the ID-52 can decode 2 bands on the same time, listen to 2 bands with DV bands at the same time.
Okay, so there's the difference, and obviously if you need the extra features, the higher model is this it here? Can we actually lift it up to show?
This is the 52.
Oh, this is the 52?
Yes.
Okay, then we need to, the 50 is at the other side?
The 50 is in the other side, in this vitrine.
Over at the ID-50E, as you can see, it's new because it's in a plastic case, as is always the situation with every manufacturer. Yeah, so tell me more about the 50E, the ID-50.
Yeah. The ID-50 is a low-cost one of the ID-52.
Okay.
Yes, it has only a black and white display and one codec for DV.
Yeah.
And allows aber in frequency modulation to listen to 2 bands at the same time.
So you could use, for example, the ID-50 if you have a crossband repeater on a satellite, perhaps if you have the correct antenna.
Yes.
It can handle both bands at the same time.
Yes, at the same time.
Which the earlier simple T10 cannot.
Cannot.
So we're stepping up in the range here. And is this available yet in Germany and in Europe?
Maybe not directly, but in a short time.
Okay.
In a short time.
And that's why you're showing it at Friedrichshafen. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, Hans, we're now at the IC-905, and this is what everybody's been talking about. We're very lucky to even get in front of it. There's been so many people looking at it. Many people say it looks like the IC-705, but Hans, you're going to explain to us that it isn't an IC-705.
Yes,
it's completely different. Please.
Completely different, but it is only a remote control part for the main part at the
on the mast.
Outside on the mast at the pole.
Yeah.
Yes. And the power source comes from the control unit to the via RJ45
RJ45 Ethernet cable.
RJ45 internet cable, yes,
Yeah.
but a special one.
Yes.
It have more tension and more power.
It's able to handle more power. Because the power for the equipment on the mast, I believe,
yes,
goes up the same cable as the control signals.
Ja, but it's wie sagt man, ein naja,
Sag es auf
special
Deutsch and we'll edit this
power
out
over
afterwards.
Ethernet is
Yeah.
a standard.
Yeah, that's English, is
But-
power over Ethernet.
Genau, power
Okay.
over Ethernet is a standard, but this is a special one,
Okay.
not the power of the Ethernet who is knowing the people.
Yeah,
And
the
they
people
mean
know,
they
yeah.
can take a switch with PoE and put it in. It doesn't function.
Okay, so this is a special implementation of power over Ethernet to
A
be able
special
to put more
implementation,
power up the mast,
Yeah.
more electrical power to run the RF equipment on the mast.
Yeah.
So don't think it's the same as used with routers and security cameras, etc. It's a different implementation. Okay, so what's on the mast?
On the mast is the main unit.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the main unit with the connectors for 2 meters, 70 centimeters and 23 centimeters. Then 2.4 gigahertz
yeah.
and 5.6 gigahertz. And the black one is the GPS antenna,
Ah, okay. And that's used for
synchronizing.
synchronizing to keep
Yeah,
the frequency
to keep the
stable at those
frequency
frequencies.
stable,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. And I think we even have. Is this the same here?
It's a similar one, yes.
Yeah. Okay. But we concentrate on one we have on the picture.
Yeah.
I see though behind here we have another box.
Yeah.
And tell me about that extra box, the option box.
The other box is the 10 gigahertz converter. The 10 gigahertz converter uses the 2.4 gigahertz signal and converts it up to 10 gigahertz.
For transmit and down for
Transmit
receive.
and down for receiving, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we have here, through the 905, a radio that covers 2 meters, 70 centimeters, 23 centimeters,
Yes.
13 centimeters. What's 5 gigahertz?
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters and 10 gigahertz, 3 centimeters.
Yeah.
Yes. So who is this aimed at? Obviously, this is a very specialized area. There's not that many radio amateurs that use those frequencies.
Yeah. In Germany, the situation is so that the 13 centimeters are ATV release
Ah, okay.
with a big bandwidth.
Yes.
Transmits analog AV signals.
Okay.
Yes.
I was going to ask digital or analog, but no, analog on. Yeah. Okay.
Analog too. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is already available on the market here in Germany or in Europe in general?
This will be available at the end of June, and the 10 gigahertz converter will be available at end of July.
Okay, so if it's available at the end of June, that's in a few days' time.
Yes.
And the high frequency transverter at the end of July. So very imminent.
Yeah.
So get your orders in. Hans, thank you very much for your time. I know you've been very busy today and yesterday, and I wish you all the best success with all the new radios and the existing radios that are also still selling well, I believe.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.